Hi dear students, today we will understand the third stanza of the poem. The third stanza of the poem, that is a tiger in the zoo. Okay, so without much ado, we will move straight into the meaning of the line. You see, he should be snarling. He should be means what? He is supposed to be. He is supposed to be. He is supposed to be. Yes, snoring. Snoring means making a warning sound. Warning sound. Making a warning sound. You can say growling sound. Growling sound. The sound like the one that a dog makes by showing its teeth. Okay, that is. So the tiger would be snarling around the houses. Around the houses, where the tiger would be snarling? Where the tiger snarling? Where the tiger would be snarling? Yes, around the houses. Around the houses. Whose houses? Whose houses? The villagers' houses. The villagers' houses. Yes, the tiger should be or is supposed to be in the jungle. Okay, but the tiger is caged here. But there is what the poet imagines. If he is there, what would the tiger be doing? So he would be busy with snoring around the houses of the people and the jungle search. Okay, where are these houses? The houses. Where are the houses? Where are jungles means what? Around houses. Where are the houses? Houses of the people means at the jungle search. And the jungles at the jungle search. At the jungle search. What is the meaning of at the jungle search means? At the end of the jungle. End of the jungle is the place where the village begins. There are houses of the people, and around their houses the tiger would be snoring. You understand my point? That is the meaning of these two lines. In the jungle's house, there are people's houses, and around their houses the tiger would be snoring. He would be making an angry warning sound. Okay, so that's all. Then you see, barring his white fangs, not only snoring, but also you see barring, B-A-R-I-N-G. Barring means exposing. Exposing means revealing. Revealing means showing. Okay, he would show what? What would he show? What would he show? Yes, white fangs. White fangs. What is the meaning of white fangs? Means sharp teeth. Here of the snake, of the dog, etc. But here the white fangs of the tiger. Okay, and moreover, and what more? What more? Not only the fangs, but also the claws. C-L-A-W, claws. Claws means what? The curved nails. And the foot of the tiger. That is called what? Yes, fangs is claws. Okay, and then why he shows? Okay, why he shows his white fangs and why he snores? Why he snores? Yes, answer is to terrorize. Terrorize the village. To terrorize the village. Understand my point? Terrorize is the village. Okay, that will be the tiger's activity. He would expose his what? Teeth. Yes, then he would snarl around your houses. This way he terrorized the village. Understand my point? He terrorizes the villagers. I mean, village here means villagers by showing his teeth, by showing his clothes, and by snarling around their houses. Understand my point? This is the way of the tiger. This is the way of the tigers terrorizing the people living in their houses at the edge of the jungle. Okay. Now see, he shows why he's to terrorize the village. And what is the meaning of terrorize? What is the meaning of terrorize? Terrorize means to inflict fear. To inflict fear. Dharanike. Okay. To inflict fear in the minds of the people. Okay. So here you can see, you can ask the question here, how does the tiger, terrorize the village. Here village means villagers. I mean, terrorize means to spread fear. To spread fear. Okay. In the minds of the people by snarling around their houses, by barring his white fangs and by barring his clothes. And this is how the tiger terrorized. So, how does the tiger terrorize the villagers? Number one, by snarling. The rest you can write around the houses of the people. Number two, by showing, I will use the word by exposing. Exposing what? Number one, number two. There what? White fangs. White fangs and their claws. See and red articles. Okay, this is the meaning of the word. Okay, I don't want to lengthen the video. Okay, he should be snarling around the houses and the jungles and bearing his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Okay, now we will go for the poetic devices used here. Poetic devices. Okay, poetic devices. The poetic devices, you can see number one, enjambment is there. Enjambment. Okay, let me see the book once. Okay, enjambment. Yes. Head. There is comma here. There is comma here and there is exclamatory mark here. Okay. So this line you see here, there is no comma, no full stop, no punctuation mark. So that is an example of what? The first line passes on to line, passes on to the second, no punctuation mark, no punctuation mark. Understand my point? Then you see second, second. The repetition of I, that means vowel. Vowel letter, vowel sound. Okay, vowel sound, vowel letter. You see here which one? Here you can see barring. Yes, his, white, fangs, is closed. So this is example of what? Here is example of what? You see assonance. This is called assonance. Assonance means repetition of vowel letter. And number three, you see. Number three, the same you can see barring here. This third stanza only. You can see that here also. You see, barring is S letter. Okay, S. His S. close to S. So here you can see repetition of S, which is vowel. Which is consonant. And what is it called? It is called consonants. Okay, these are the poetic devices used in the. So you will be given this line, no? Marrying in the exam. Marrying his wife, friends, his clothes. Okay. Option will be given. The question will be identify the poetic device used in the line, the given line. And you see, these assonance and consonants together will not form, because if both comes, you can write both these A and B, or both assonance and consonants are right. Generally, only one will be asked, but in some cases, you can see both will also be asked. So the option will be both A and B, or C, both B and C are correct, or both C and D are correct. Like that, you will have to answer. Understand my point? The number only you have to write because the correct option only. Okay, that's all about what this. And one more is there. Another is onomatopoeia. That is the next one. Here means the sound, the use of the words which sound exactly the same. Use of the sound words. Simply speaking, you can see. Yeah. Here, example is this. You see snore. Snoring is the sound that the tiger makes. No, snoring is an example of what? Onomatopoeia. Understand my point? These are the main poetic devices used here. Another example you can see from outside. I can see that clock went. Tick, tick, tick. Tick, tick. Now, tick, tick is the sound of the clock when the time moves on, right? That sound is used. Okay. And the bee buzzed. The bees buzzed. Okay. That's the sound that the bee makes. And when you use the sound words, it is called onomatopoeia. Understand my point? So these are the main poetic devices used in this poem for your understanding. Okay. Then we will move to the next stanza of the poem. Okay. Now we will move to the fourth stanza of the poem. Okay. Okay. That is here you see again. Now the poet is taking us from the jungle back to the jungle. Okay. So what happened? So he is locked in a concrete cell. The tiger is locked. Okay. In a where? Where is the tiger locked? Where is the tiger locked? In a cell. What type of cell? Okay, concrete cell. That means the cell made up of the building materials like cement and metals. Okay, concrete cell. Concrete cell means cell made of building materials. Building materials like cement, road, and you see, and stone. Okay. So, but yes, he is locked. The poet says the tiger should have been, means supposed to be in the jungle. He should be lurking in the shadow. He should be waiting for a deer to pass. And you see, you should be near the houses of the villages. And you should be terrorized them. You should be terrorizing them. But, yes, see, alas, the poet is sad to see. The tiger is away from his natural habitat. You see, he is locked in a concrete cell. The concrete cell itself tells us about the helplessness of the tiger. Had it been made of some other materials, he could have broken his cage and he could have come out. But it is not possible. Okay? Tiger cannot do that because the building is so strong. I mean, the cage, the cell is but so strong that he can do nothing to make himself free from that captivity. Yes, now listen. Okay, this locked up. Okay, this is the first meaning. Locked up is what? Yes, in a concrete cell. His strength behind bars. Number 2, his strength. His strength. The point appears that he is strong. He is strong. But he is helpless. Because he is locked up. His strength behind the bars. Where is his strength? Where is his strength? Where is his strength? Where is his strength? His strength is behind bars. Behind bars. Meaning behind the iron bars of the concrete cell. Of the concrete cell. Yes, that is the problem of the tiger. Understand my point? That is the problem of the tiger here. His strength behind bars. Stopping the length. Okay. So next. Stopping the length. Stocking. Again. Stocking what? Stocking means what? Following. Yes, the length of his cage, the few steps of his cage. Understand my point? Then what is another thing he is doing? Ignoring. Ignoring whom? Ignoring whom? Ignoring the visitors. I mean the visitors. Ignoring the visitors means paying no attention to. Paying no attention. Paying no attention. Well, thousands of people are there, like he ignores it. Why he ignores them? Because he knows. Why he ignores them? Why he ignores them? Why he ignores? Why he ignores? Because he knows he is helpless. Thousands of people, hundreds of people come to the zoo, visit the zoo. They look at the tiger. They take snaps with you. They take photos with you. Understand my point? But he does not pay any attention to them. He is ignoring them because he knows that he has no strength. Being in the cage, he has no strength. He knows it. And that is why what happened? He just ignores them. You understand my point? He ignores them. Okay, that's the meaning of this line. He is locked in a concrete cell. He stands behind the bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Okay. So what happens is what? He is locked up. He stalks and he ignores. Understand my point? That is. He is stalking and following the few steps, ignoring. Ignoring whom? The visitors. Yes, ignoring means paying no attention. Why is he ignores? Because he knows that he is helpless. Hope you have understood. Okay. Moving on to Okay. Okay. Now we will know, we will understand the pointing devices. We will go for a quick pointing devices. Here also you can see assonance is there. Assonance. Repeated word is locked in a concrete cell. Yeah. Locked. He is in a concrete cell. Okay. That is. This is the example of what he car. Then he is locked. L-O-K-D, locked. Then concrete, C-O-N-C-R-E-T, concrete. All these vowel means assonance means vowel. Letters are repeated. You understand my point? And you can see again consonants. Consonants means S means strength. His strength behind the bars. Okay. Yes. His strength. So on. Okay. That is. And number 3, alliteration. 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 Example. Yeah. You have alliteration. Here you see behind the bars. Behind the bars. Behind the bars. Okay. B is repeated. B is repeated at the beginning of two closely placed words. Yes, B is what actually? B is, you see, consonant word. You can see it. Consonant. Okay, consonant. I'll write here. Here. Behind bars. This is alliteration. This is alliteration. Okay. And here also, ignoring visitors. Here, I visitors, that is assonance. Okay. That is. And again, one more you can see that he is used to, that is personification. Understand? These are the main pointing devices used here in the 4th stanza of the poem A Tiger in the Zoo. Okay? Hope you have understood. Okay? Finally, we can move to the last stanza of the poem. Okay? The last stanza of the poem, that is he hears at night. So at night, what the tiger does? What the tiger does? What the tiger does? Yes. Okay, you can see what he hears. What he hears. He hears the sound of the patrolling car. Patrolling car. Patrolling car. Patrolling means, that means that guards. That guards. That means patrol. Patrol means the patrolling cars. Actually, patrolling cars. Patrolling cars are the cars. Patrolling cars means the cars of the police, especially that guard at night. That guard at night. Okay. So the police one day and they guard means they go rounds, and that is the sound, the car sound, or the patrolling car sound is the sound that the tiger hears at night. Night में ये आवाज होता कुछ नहीं है. Understand my point? The tiger hears which sound, and means the Patrolling cars means the sound of the patrolling cars. He hears. Understand my point? And then what he sees, he stares. Okay, what he hears and what he stares. What he stares at. Stares at means looks at with fixed eyes. With fixed eyes. He stares at what? The brilliant stars. BRILLIAND, the brilliant stars. Okay. It is the brilliant stars that the tiger stares at night. Okay. And he hears the sound of the patrolling cars. The cars used by the police, I hear the guards. Okay. That go for rounds to see everything is okay. Okay. That is the thing that the tiger is doing at the in the last stanza here. Yes, he looks at the stars. Okay. Okay. See, at night, what does he do? Let us see at night. At night, what does the tiger do? At night, what does the tiger do? Yes, he hears what? The sound of the patrolling car. Then he stares. Stares. Understand my point? What does he stares at? Number one, is the stars. Stars. Okay. He with what? With what? With his brilliant eyes. Brilliant eyes. Okay. The eyes sparkles. Sparkle at night. The eyes of the tiger sparkle at night. And with that sparkling eyes, he looks at the sparkling stars. Sparkling stars. Understand my point? That is the thing. So, what does the tiger do at night? He hears and he stares. He hears what? The sound of the patrolling cars, and he stares with his brilliant eyes what the stars shining in the sky. He stares at them. You understand my point? Okay. So here the question is, what does the tiger do? What he does at night? At night. Okay. Or if it's a symbolic question, if why? Why means what? Why means what? He at night what happened? He is sad. He is sad at night. Okay. But at the same time, but he is helpless. But he is helpless. So he diverts its attention. His attention by simply looking at the stars shining brilliantly in the sky. You understand my point? That is because he knows that he is sad, because he does not want to be chained or caged like that. He is caged, he is locked up, but that is against his will. He wants freedom, unlimited freedom. He wants to move in the jungle with unlimited freedom, but he is sad. But he can do nothing. So what? He diverts his attention. He diverts his thought. He is full of thoughts. He is full of thoughts about his sad, pathetic, helpless condition. But he is helpless. So he diverts his thought by looking at the stars brilliantly shining in the sky with his brilliant eyes. Okay? You understood? Good. Now look at see the poetic devices used here. Here you see he hears. He is repeated. So this is an example of alliteration. This is an example of alliteration. Understand my point? Then you see I with I, a number of times. So I, vowel sound I is repeated. So it is an example of what? Astonished. And I think you also have consonants. Okay. Yes, the last patrolling cars, stairs with his building. Yes, stairs, then his, then eyes. So S is repeated. S is repeated means consonants. Then you can see also endowment. No, endowment is, I think, a brilliant eyes. Let me look at the book, okay? Endowment is there. Yes. Third line, endowment. Third line passes without punctuation. So this is an example of what? Endowment. Okay, this is all about what the poem A Tiger in the Zoo. Actually, the poet does not like the tiger. He does not like to see the tiger caged up. So he wants the tiger to be released. Understand my point? He wants the animals to live in its natural habitat. He does not want to do anything that is against its natural instinct. Okay, this is the message of the poem, that all the living things should be allowed to live in their natural settings. Man has no right to lock them up in the zoo, whatever may be the purpose behind it. Understand my point? Hope you have understood. For question answers, then I will give you a link, or you keep watching my video, then you will get question answers also. If you like the video, you don't forget to subscribe it. Subscribe it and press the bell icon, so that you will get the new videos as and when I upload them. Okay, thank you, bye, take care.